Hi! In this video, we review the 2024 Mazda 3. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more cool content. The Mazda 3 is a conservative vehicle presented as either a car or hatchback. It very well may be outfitted with one of two motors, a base 4-chamber or an overhauled turbocharged 4-chamber, which likewise accompanies standard all-wheel drive. It probably won't be pretty much as viable or proficient as a portion of its rivals, yet the Mazda 3 has something key making it work: it's extraordinarily enjoyable to drive. The Mazda 3 stands apart from the group with its responsive guiding and great taking care of, which add to an agreeable everyday driving experience, particularly when matched with the accessible supermotor. Unfortunately, the Mazda 3's accessible 6-speed manual transmission is just presented with the base motor and front-wheel drive. For 2024, the Mazda 3 gets new trim bundles, including a Carbon Super Determination, which brings a large number of the highlights from the Carbon version bundle to the 2.5 Super model. Likewise new is the Select Game bundle, which replaces the past Select bundle. Be that as it may, the greatest news is the expansion of an accessible 10.25-inch focus touchscreen. We found the turning dial connection point of the standard 8.8-inch screen a piece unwieldy, so this is a much-needed development. The framework comes standard on 2.5 Super models and adds remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto usefulness. The minimal vehicle portion has dwindled throughout the long term, however there are still a lot of little hatchback and car matches left for the Mazda 3, including the Honda Municipal, Toyota Corolla, Nissan Sentra, Kia Strongpoint and Hyundai Elantra. Performance. How does the 3 vehicle drive? Mazda has consistently focused on phenomenal driving attributes, and this Mazda 3 is the same. At the point when the street quits being straight, the Mazda 3 conveys dealing with that as agreeable and certainty moving. It feels adjusted, takes a different path promptly and stays controlled around turns. The controlling is fast and exact as well. The standard 2.5-liter 4-chamber is excited and conveys smooth power from the beginning, however it truly gets moving from the center of the fire-up range. Proceeding onto roads isn't an issue. Our testing, our all-wheel drive Mazda 3 vehicle shrouded 0 to 60 miles per hour in a sensibly speedy 8.3 seconds. Need more? Outfit and go. The discretionary turbocharged 2.5-liter motor surely conveys, shaving the 0 to 60 miles per hour time way down to 6.1 seconds in our track trial of the hatchback. That is a totally different situation. It's refined as well, with an overflow of push that is promptly accessible. Simply a delicate nudge of the choke empowers simple passing and consolidating. Comfort. How agreeable is the 3 car? Mazda has prevailed with regards to conveying a lively premium encounter without forfeiting solace. Credit goes to the strong front seats and calm lodge at parkway speeds. It's somewhat flawed, in any case. The Mazda 3 is intended to be a lively car, so it has a very much controlled suspension that cut-off points body movement. While this makes for a similarly stiffer ride, the suspension is as yet consistent and ingests knocks and asphalt inconsistencies very well. Interior. How's the inside? Front travelers will partake in their space, yet taller drivers could wish the controlling wheel extended out more. Back legroom and headroom are less than ideal, so the back seating region can feel cozy assuming that the front tenants slide their seats back. That space, as well as aft perceivability, appears to have been forfeited for the sake of smooth styling. While the Mazda 3 presentation screen needs touchscreen usefulness, the single-handle regulator is instinctive. This regulator-based point of interaction is truly outstanding around. Nothing is confounded in this vehicle. The controls and fastens are not difficult to see and comprehend. The arrangement doesn't take long to become accustomed to, and when you do, a look is everything necessary to check and choose a capability. Technology. How's the tech? The Mazda 3's standard 8.8-inch infotainment screen and discretionary 10.25-inch screen both function admirably, however a portion of our editors thought the designs are beginning to look somewhat dated. In keeping in mind that we really do like the single-handle regulator, the absence of full-time touchscreen usefulness at last hampers usability. All the more emphatically, the accessible Bose sound framework, which is what we tried, sounds perfect. Mazda's setup of cutting-edge driver help highlights is standard on all trims. The vast majority of the guides function admirably. Yet, we have seen that in weighty rush hour gridlock, the versatile voyage control can stop suddenly in any event, when it's not stringently essential. Storage. How's the capacity? The Mazda 3 car's trunk is somewhat more modest than normal for this class of vehicle. It offers a wide stacking region and the storage compartment is profound, yet the wheel wells interfere and squeeze down the width from each side. It's as yet helpful, and the 60-40 split back seat backs overlap down. Capacity inside the lodge for little things is somewhat inadequate. The 3 isn't the most ideal decision assuming you have little kids. The kid well-being seat secures are not difficult to track down and obviously set apart in every one of the detachable back seat positions. Yet, bigger back confronting vehicle seats are more well-suited to infringe on front traveler space in light of the fact that the Mazda 3 isn't as liberal in that frame of mind as its primary adversaries. Mileage. How practical is the 3 vehicle? The EPA gauges the Mazda 3 vehicle gets 31 miles per gallon enjoying city/parkway driving with front-wheel drive or 30 miles per gallon with all-wheel drive. The two figures are contrasted with opponents' appraisals. Nonetheless, we recorded 31.5 miles per gallon on our blended driving assessment course in our all-wheel drive 3 vehicle, which demonstrates the EPA's gauge is practical. Is the 3 car a decent worth? The worth of the Mazda 3 lies in its top-notch look and feel. The inside board holes are tight, the controls don't feel unstable, quality materials line the inside, and everything coordinates. The main obvious mole is reflexive dark trim in the mid-control area that draws in fingerprints and smears. Truth be told, this is an issue on numerous extravagance vehicles as well. You could pay somewhat more to get a Mazda 3 contrasted with rivals, however it's by and large worth the effort, albeit the supermodel could appear to be overrated close to the Hyundai Elantra N-line. While driving the Mazda 3, the expression handles like a Mazda rings a bell. It implies that it's connecting with, handles well, and is as enjoyable to drive as its stablemates. Place the transmission in game mode, leave it there, then go out into a tomfoolery, twisty street and you'll foster a wide as can be smile quickly. Buyers who need an energetic, extravagant auto however don't have any desire to follow through on over-the-top extravagance mark costs will find the Mazda 3 exceptionally engaging. Simply watch out for the reality assuming you settle on the super motor since there are different execution range rivals accessible for a similar cash or less. The 2024 Mazda 3 is accessible as a vehicle or a hatchback. There are 2 principal trim levels that correspond with the decision of motor, Mazda 3 2.5S and Mazda 2.5 Super. The base 2.5S trim is qualified for all-wheel drive, while the Super has it as standard gear.